Hey, how's it going, everyone? Justin again, as always. Thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. Cheers to those of you that have your beers. I hope you're enjoying your work week so far. Yes, I know it's not a Coors Light. I'm trying to break up the monotony. It is a Hangar 24 Orange Wheat. I think it's actually a pretty nice change of pace, to be honest. All right, let me set this down. So how do you build your own Mr. Big for under $5,000? Let's talk about it, and then I'm going to tell you how much a Mr. Big from Snap-on actually costs, what the dimensions are, what you can expect, and how you can save yourself a buttload of fucking money. Let's get into it. So earlier today I was getting home. I got this urgent message from Harbor Freight that they're having an urgent blowout. God damn it. So much shit's on sale, and I'm like, yeah, well, you know. Let's see what it says. It says this 25% coupon is no good for compressors, floor jacks, sawmills, storage cabinets, chests, carts, trenchers, backhoes, welders, Admiral, Ames, Bauer, Cobra, Cover Pro, Daytona, Diamondback, Earthquake, Fisker, Hercules, Icon, Juniper, Lynx, Polon, Predator, Tailgater, Viking, Vulcan, Zurich, and you're not allowed to use it for prior purchases. It's non-transferable, and you must have the coupon, and you must use it before 5/27/2019. Well, shit, why don't you just say I can't fucking use the coupon throughout the whole goddamn store? What am I gonna do? Buy some motherfucking batteries? Give me a goddamn break. Any rate, look, I love Harbor Freight just as much as the next guy, especially when it comes to poor shopping, but god damn it, man. I can't even go in there and use it for half the shit that I actually have an interest in. Alright, enough of my jibba jabba, let's get into it. So, what am I talking about? Talking about the last page, man. Build your own toolbox, or build your own Mr. Big. Look at this shit. Take a good look at it. If you haven't looked at the catalog, look at the catalog. I'm going to talk about it here for a minute. So, if you take the specifications for the Mr. Big, and I only know one guy that has a Mr. Big, otherwise known as, that's right, Jay Young. And I'll put his channel link down in the description. He's the only guy that I know that has a Mr. Big. He told me the dimensions for the inside diameter of the drawer, the actual depth of the whole entire toolbox, the width of the entire thing. We talked about it. So let me share a video clip with you. Bam, roll camera. Hey, I have a question for you. I don't know if you're in the shop or not.
Well, I'm upstairs actually cleaning my shower.
Oh shit.
I'm busy walking that down because I ain't got an 8% battery on my phone.
Oh damn. I was wondering, can you measure the total length and depth of your Mr. Big for me?
It's 120 inches.
Okay.
And I'll go down here right now, and I think it's 30 inches deep. Let me go down here right now. You know, I ain't never before even living right here. I ain't never far from it.
Right.
Just 1 second, I'll measure with a 25-foot Snap-on tape measure.
Oh damn. That's gotta be piss ass accurate then.
It's got to be. I mean, all right.
What wouldn't want to use a Harbor Freight tape measure on that bad boy?
It is 144 inches even, so that would be 12 foot. And the top is 30 inches, and the box, which is important, is 29 inches. So, that's
Oh,
everything.
because you have the stainless steel top or what?
Now I got a bed liner top.
Oh, the bed liner top. That's right. That's right. So otherwise, it would the box itself would be 29. How much is the inside drawer depth then? Is that
Let's see here. Let's see. I'll measure the actual drawer. Yeah. Let's see here. The back of the damn drawer to the front is 26 and a quarter. Oh, no, I'll wait back. My bad. 27 and a quarter.
Oh, 27 and a quarter.
Let's see some, let's see some videos so you can see what you're talking about, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I see some.
All right, so you heard it first. Some things that you didn't hear was the cost, but first, let's cover it. So he said 144 inches by 30 inches in depth. That was with the Rhino-Line top. If you were just talking about the toolbox, that's 29 inches. If you're talking about the inside diameter of the drawer, you're looking at 27 1/4 inch. And that's a difference between, now these two, you guys know that I just bought the 56-inch Harbor Freight toolbox myself, Series 2. And the difference is about 8.5 inches in total depth difference from the inside diameter of the drawer. You're saying that's a pretty big difference. Yeah, but not really. Let's keep going. So if you look at this way, so if you was to get a cabinet, a 56-inch top, a side locker, another bottom cabinet, another side locker, and another top, you're looking at 112 total inches for around the $3,200 range. Now, what's that cover? Well, a Mr. Big does not have lockers, and they do not have top cabinets. Now, they do have power bank drawers, they do have a nice Rhino-Line top and some things like that, but they don't have the lockers. So lockers might be a plus for you, especially if you're hanging up clothes. Let's look at a true Mr. Big here. We have two 72-inch Harbor Freight toolboxes, the little tiny end locker that connects the two, plus two end lockers that stand way up in height, plus you have two 56-inch top chests that don't come on a Mr. Big, and the grand total in inches from one end to one end, if you include the width of each the little end locker plus both cabinets, you're looking at 210 inches of total width, plus top chests or top cabinets. God damn it. All right. And you can get all that for $4,000 unless you're in a taxable state, in which case you're probably going to come somewhere around just under $5,000. That's the reason how to build your own Mr. Big for under $5,000. All right, now let's talk about something else here for a minute. So take all this into consideration. The inside drawer diameter of mine is 19 3/4 of an inch. So you're losing out on a little bit of depth, but you gain it in total length. The total length for this is 210 inches from his 144 inches. You totally just made up for the depth and length, plus created more drawers, plus you have more storage space. Guys, it's a no fucking brainer. I know it's a little bit hard to save money for a toolbox of this caliber to create your own toolbox, but you don't have to build it overnight. Buy what you can afford. Do it one piece at a time like I am. I got the 56-inch right now. I want to get an end locker. I'm going to do that as soon as I can financially afford to. Then I'll probably look to adding in the little end cabinet or whatever. I might even do the top. I don't know. Right now it's a good work surface. I love it. I've been using the shit out of it. But to just think about it as a whole, what was the total cost of a Mr. Big? How's $31,000 sound? Holy fuck, man. $31,000 for a 144-inch wide, 30 inches essentially deep, at least that's what I think they're calling it, with a power bank drawer and maybe an air tool drawer. Dude, if you bought this Harbor Freight setup and you built your own box for under $5,000, I'm sure between using metal, a pop riveter, a drill, maybe even a welder, you might even get a bench vise like I have. There's no reason why you couldn't create your own Mr. Big for your own shop for under $5,000. Seeing how big of a toolbox that you can create with their new product lines now, it just blew me away, and I really wanted to share it. And I was like, I gotta jump on here. I gotta share this with you guys because I know a lot of you guys are probably still out there, you know, toolbox shopping. Maybe you're not sure. Look, I built transfer cases on my toolbox. Most recently, we actually did finally use it for ball joints. I've used it to compress the little tabs in on the AC compressors and alternators. I've used it to extract sockets. I mean, I've used it to set fuel pumps on there and rebuild fuel pumps. I've done all kinds of shit on the top of my box. I haven't had any problems. Some people will say, you're crazy, man. Why would you put that kind of weight on there? Who's going to cover your box the top caves in? Guys, who gives a shit? This box is fucking tough. If I didn't go through all the steps that I went through in a week-to-week basis showing you just how tough this is, you would never believe it. Taking video clips, taking pictures, doing things that other people don't normally do to this box is what's going to prove to you how strong and durable this box is. Now, I'm not Snap-on. I don't have a bunch of money. I can't pay some dump truck to be hoisted up in the air by a big old crane and then set down on 4 or 5 of these toolboxes to show you how tough. I'm not going to spend $1,000 or $700 on a toolbox, pick it up in the air with a crane, and then drop it and see what happens, okay? I'm the poor man, but what I can do is show you a more realistic trial and error with this toolbox by putting it through the tests of the normal day-to-day of a mechanic, which is actually putting transfer cases on it, putting transmissions on it, putting rear ends on it, doing U-joints, welding, AC lines, doing power steering lines, beating and bashing shit on it like U-joints and things like that. The only realistic testing that you can possibly do. It's unrealistic to say, well, I bought it because I saw somebody put a dump truck on it and those things are fucking tough. It's unrealistic to say, well, I bought it because somebody lifted up in the air with a fucking crane and dropped it 10 feet and the Matco one outperformed the Snap-on one. Why the fuck would you pick it up in the air 7 to 10 feet and drop it? Okay, great. The frameless duty and it holds up. Are you really going to drop it from 7 to 10 feet in the air? Fuck no. If anyone out of their right mind that spends that kind of money on a toolbox isn't going to do that shit. Let's talk about the Matco 4S real briefly before we wrap it up. The 4S or even the 5S, I think those go for about 5 to 7 grand for the toolbox. You're only getting, what, 44 to 56 inches of toolbox in width, and that's just the bottom cabinet. And that's 5 to 6 grand. Then you talk about building a Mr. Big, and that whole thing costs $31,000, and you're telling me that you're not even going to try your luck to build your own toolbox, and you can build the whole entire thing for under 5 grand? Come on, man. Give it a shot. Look, I made the mistake a long time ago. I bought a Snap-on KRL. I couldn't afford it. Bad shit happened, whatever. I finally paid the whole thing off. It's no longer a thing. That's been years and years ago. I thought I also needed a badass toolbox. I bought the Cornwell one. The Cornwell one, I love the drawer depth. I love the width. It's a nice box for sure. But now I have no Cornwell dealer, so it's a little bit harder to warranty or get any kind of drawer slides for. I can't do anything with it. So what does it do? It remains an at-home toolbox, and I love having it, but I don't want to take it to work and put it through the daily grind. Something that I actually do have, which is a Harbor Freight 56-inch. The Harbor Freight's just down the street. If I need drawer slides, glides, drawers, whatever, I can go down there, have them order it, and then have it sent over right away as fast as a slow boat can possibly get across the ocean. So, yeah, absolutely, I'm more willing than take the Harbor Freight one to work and beat the shit out of it, show you guys through trial and tribulation how strong this thing is. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to add to it. And it makes me even more excited the fact that I can actually build my own Mr. Big if that's what I want to do in time. That's all I got for this video. If you agree with me, hit the thumbs up. If you like the video, share it. Please share this video because there's a lot of people out there that are looking for toolboxes that think they have to spend, anywhere between $5,000 and $30,000 to have a good quality toolbox. It's just not the case. It's just not the case. You can get it done for under 5 grand. That's all I got for this video. Thanks as always for watching. Cheers to those of you that have your beers. I hope you're enjoying your work week. We'll see you next time. Deuces.